Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Nady and welcome back to Fake Ass, the series where we test the fake up to the makeup that you love, and today we'll be trying out the Tati palette against its dupes. As you beautiful people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy, okay? Thank you. Oh, my little tiny tots, how you doing today? I hope wherever you're at in the world, you're having a great day so far. I myself am doing wonderful. It is hot as hell out today, so it is the perfect time to just sit inside in the AC and film. And I will admit, I have been putting this video off for way too long. So if you've been on my channel for a little while, you'll know about my fake ass series, which has been retired, but we're momentarily bringing her out of her slumber, only because I saw Miss Tati test her own palette against a fake. And so I was like, okay, if she's doing it, I could probably do it. But even though my fake ass series was just putting me on top of the YouTube mountain, it was destroying my body. Like, who in the actual fuckery knows what's inside these palettes? Like, they do not have to be regulated in the least. People just put whatever the hell they want in them and then sell them on like AliExpress or Wish. And for a minute there, I think I went blind. So you can see my hesitation for wanting to bring this back. However, this is just too good an opportunity because Miss Titty Booty does not have this palette anymore. Damn, I love it. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I never ever condone buying anything fake, especially off of like AliExpress. But I feel like since Tati doesn't have this palette anymore, people are just searching anywhere where they can get something like it. And I do just want to say, if you can't get the real thing, honey, hold the fuck out. Like I said, you never know what's in this stuff, and it's not worth it. There are so many beautiful palettes out there. You don't absolutely, oh god, which one is the real one? Okay, this one. You don't absolutely need this. Is it my favorite palette possibly ever? Yes. But still, it's just freaking makeup. Like, don't risk putting whatever is in this inside your eyes, possibly breathing it in. It's not worth it, honey. Which is why I'm here to do it for you. No, I actually don't know if we're gonna be trying it on. I mean, maybe. But let's be real. Am I probably gonna use the real one on one eye and the fake one on the other? Yeah, probably. But I'm mainly here because we have a little scientific moment. We're going to be comparing these under a microscope-ish. This won't be as good of a microscope as we did with like the Jacqueline lipsticks. I'm nowhere near that microscope and it's like $5,000. This one is like $100 off Amazon and that's my limit. But I think there might actually be shades in the OG palette that I've not used. At least not as much as the others, so we can kind of put them under the microscope and compare. See how the fake-ass ones look next to this. Oh my god, isn't she stunning? This is literally all anybody needs. Whenever I go traveling, I bring this or my Patrick Ta palette, which I heard that has a little bit of drama around it. Some mold spores or something. I don't know. I'll have to check mine. Oh, actually, maybe we should try it under the microscope. Let me know if that's a good video because that is my favorite palette. Let's just dive right into this. I did actually get two fake ass palettes. One was like $15. One was $5. I have no idea which is which. I'm hoping maybe we can kind of decipher. They arrived in the same box. So here we have the original. I think this is kind of like a charcoal color. I honestly can't remember if it came like this or I've just used it so much that it's changed colors, but I'm pretty sure it does kind of have like a matte rubbery feel. Whereas these ones, they're very kind of cheap feeling. I think if I didn't have the original and I was just feeling this, I would be like, oh yeah, this is legit. Both the cheap one and the cheaper one look the exact same, at least packaging wise. On the back, there does seem to be some kind of bullshit here. Hold on, let me, okay. Both the fakes look the exact same. One isn't more pixelated than the other. They have the same callouts, cruelty-free, vegan, distributed by Tati Beauty LLC. Really the only difference that I'm seeing between the real one and the fake one is the placement of the comma between beauty and LLC. This one has a space, then a comma, and then no space in between the comma and the LLC. That's not good. But otherwise, pretty close. It has the same ingredients and everything, which that is what the fuck scares me because we all know that what's in this is not what's in this. I mean, be real, sister. Let's slide her out of her little dress. Here is the OG. Here is the fake ass one. The fake one is a tiny bit smaller. Can you tell which is fake? I mean, I can, not just because of all the fingerprints, but the real one just looks a little bit more expensive, which it should. It fucking was. The moment of truth. Let's open the first one. Oh, come on. Ah. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This looks exactly like the real one. Does it? Mother of fuck. It does. Okay, so the bottom one is the real one. I think the red and the oranges are the biggest difference. They're just a little bit dustier, but otherwise, hot damn. Shit. Okay, so let's compare this to the other one. And one of these is $5. Bitch, I got duped. This shade did come obliterated, but that's no biggie. That is the only difference that I see between the $15 palette and the $5 palette. What the hell? These are the exact fucking same. Are they the same as the OG palette? Almost, but not quite. But only because of the slight dustiness. Okay, let's take this orange and this fake palette. Oh, shit, that's nice. That was just like barely dipping in. Then let's take the orange in the other one. Oh, Julie is fabulous. And then we have the orange in the real one. Oh yeah, the middle one does seem a little bit darker, but the first one that I picked up is pretty damn close to the OG. So here we have fake ass number 1, fake ass number 2, and OG. They're all just a little bit different. The Tati one almost seems like a satin one, and then the fake ass ones are dead ass matte. However, the pigmentation for going over no primer for all of these, sublime. Oh my god. Shit on a cracker. The broken shadow that was in this palette is getting all over my clothes. So you know what? I'm just gonna set her to the side because this is pretty much the exact same as whatever fucking other palette I have. Whether it's the $5 or the $15, we don't know and we don't care. But let's keep swatching these little divas, shall we? I think next let's try, maybe a glitter. Oh my gosh. I am not a glitter kind of person. However, this palette just turns me into a glitterati. Makes me want to rub it on my clitorati. Can I say that? And then here is the real. Honestly, those feel pretty much the exact same. And truthfully, the glitter is what I love the most about these palettes. So if I can find a dupe, I am on freaking board because the mattes in this palette, they'll last me forever. Here is the fake ass palette. And then here is the real one. Wow. The fake ass one, it does seem a little bit more Vaseline-y. Wait, no? Maybe they are almost the exact same. I don't know if I grabbed more in the Tati palette, but the Tati one did have a little bit more oomph to it. Let me just try layering this because maybe I did grab more. Oh shit, those are the exact same. I've struck gold. Oh, I will use these glitters forever. And now I have the other palette full of them too. But also, don't fucking use fakes. I just wanted the glitters. Oh gosh, I have no complaints with that reflection. Look, I could take down a UFO satellite. And then before we take a peeky poo at these under the microscope, let's just try this beautiful red shimmer that was broken in the other one. Damn mama, that is gorgeous. I will say though, good shimmers are a dime a dozen. So the fact that this might be fabulous doesn't really say that much. Let's compare it to the OG. Oh yeah, those are definitely different. So Tati's is more kind of like rosy champagne, and then the fake one is definitely burgundy. Both beautiful. There is the fake one, golly. And then here is the real one. Honestly, they're both pretty, totally different though. They might actually complement each other really well, but if we're being totally realsies, the fake one actually had more pigment to it, and like the more I rub it, the prettier it gets. Oh my goodness, why is this happening? Fakes are supposed to be shit. Oh, and now that I got this all over my favorite new pair of booty shorts, let's go ahead and look at these under the microscope. Rather than scraping some out and destroying this all the hell up, I think I'm gonna try to place these side by side. I don't know what shadows we'll be able to see, but hopefully it's some. Ooh, shit, that glitter is pretty. Look at all those little shapes. It's like snowflakes. Wow, that is definitely not at all what I was expecting. It's like a tiny little confetti party in there. So here is the bottom matte red. It just looks like a bunch of little molecules, but a lot of times with these fake ass things, I do see dust and like hair, and we sometimes have that in the real thing too. However, this real palette, it looks pretty damn good. I mean, I've taken really good care of it. Let's try the orange. That looks pretty damn good too. It looks like a tongue kind of. But what I'm not really seeing is a bunch of foreign matter, which is really, really good, right? So let's try the fake one. And here we have the fake ass red. It kind of looks very similar. However, there are bigger white particles in there, which might just mean it wasn't as nicely ground and milled as the real one. Let's go ahead and look at the glitter. Honey, these look the exact same, do they not? There might be other colors kind of strewn in there. I'm seeing yellow, and I don't remember if we saw yellow in the other one, but like the shape is almost the exact same, just not quite as uniform. Wow. Let's slide over and look at the orange. Well, that doesn't look fabulous, but I think it looks pretty damn close to the other orange. I'm not seeing any little parasites crawl around or any rat feces. Again, I don't think it's quite as uniform uniform as the OG palette, and I'm not really certain what I should be looking for, but it doesn't look bad. Let's take a look at one of the sparkly mattes. I've never liked those. I don't get what the point in those are, but that looks all right too. I don't see little shards of fiberglass or anything. I think what I'm mostly looking for is like fiber, you know? Something that looks like a white chest hair. But I am not seeing anything that looks awful, at least to the naked eye. Of course, if I had a petri dish, I could probably really test this, but we're not going that in-depth, at least with this one. I could do that with other palettes. Let me know if you want that. Mold test, woohoo! Well, I gotta say, I am kind of fucking shocked. We've tested a lot of fakes on this channel, and this has to be one of the closest dupes out there. But the fact that one was 3 times the price, yet they both seem pretty damn close, that's weird. I think my camera needs like tilted a little. Oh God, too much. Well, you know what? Okay. The straightest thing about these videos are the lines behind me, and those are even crooked. Okay, so let's dive into a look. I do already have my base face on for today, so we can just hop right into the eyes. If anyone ever questions the dedication I have for my followers, risking going blind, that should tell you something. We do, of course, want to give these the best chance possible, and that means going in with the best primer. So I'm gonna go in with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas. We'll just use this to spackle our eyelids a little bit. Like always, I do have to preface this by saying I'm actually gonna do a simple look. I know I always say that, but it's true. When I'm doing a murder mystery and it's like a costume, I can play around with makeup. If I fuck it up, I fuck it up. But when I'm doing a review, if I fuck something up, I don't know if it's the product or if it's me. So when it comes to these palette reviews, I just like to stay in my lane and keep it simple, especially because I want anyone to be able to recreate these looks, whether you're a pro, whether you're just beginning, and preferably in under like 10 minutes. So we are gonna take a floofy little brush, and then I think we'll do fake S on this side, and then the real one on the other side, and I'm gonna wipe the brush off in between so we get the exact same application. First, let's dive into this lightest shade right here. I always like to start off by accentuating my brow bone, so we will press that right under there. She has some pigment to her. Oh yes. Do you see her? She is there, she is out, she is loud, she is proud, she needs a little bit of building up. So let's plop that right there. And then I'm also gonna kind of highlight the inner part of the eye as well. So let's wipe her clean, and we can dive into the Titty Booty palette. We're gonna go into that same white shade and press that there. Nothing's happening. Let's try this again. Press that right there. Okay, I just didn't have enough on the brush. It does actually seem as though the fake ass one has a bit more pigment to it, but we'll see how it is with the deeper shades, because it could just totally be sawdust. Oh my gosh. My concealer creased so heavily under my eyes. Oh, damn. We're not here for the concealer, so really, who cares? But shit, added 10 years to me. Okay, let's go in with our third dip right up there and right in there. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna bring you closer. There we go. Hi. First shadows are down. I was never unimpressed with the Tati Beauty one. However, comparing it to the fake ass one, oh, I don't know. But this was our first shadow, so let's keep going. With our cleaned off brush, we are now gonna start deepening this crease up. I'm going into the fake one, into this beautiful kind of creamy camel. Ooh, creamy camel. That sounds like a good drink. We are gonna place that right along the crease line and blend it upwards. There's not a ton showing up, and I did kind of do a pretty hefty dip. Let's go in for a little bit more. All right, not the best thing ever. Certainly not terrible, but Now let's try the Titty Booty side, and this is just with one dip. Oh yes, that is why we love this palette. I just barely dipped into her, and she's giving me all this goodness. That is where the hell it's at. One little tiny baby dip is already way more pigment than 2 big gouging dips in the fake palette, and it's just blending out so nice and effortlessly. Yes, okay, so neither side looks bad. Like, this is definitely more natural and neutral and muted. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I mean, come the hell on. And I think I want to take some dark brown on the outer corner and then maybe blend it all out with either red or orange. With a Makeup Geek soft dome brush, I'm gonna go into this beautiful dark brown, and hopefully this fake ass brown is a little bit better than that fake ass camel. Well, now it's kind of in line with the other eye. It certainly isn't bad, and it does seem to blend out pretty nicely, though it is sticking slightly. Let's just keep blending her. I don't feel any burning in my eyes so far, so that's a good sign, right? But she definitely does want to stick in certain areas, and for some reason it just won't blend the hell out. Like, what is happening? But does it look awful? No. Just seems like the original Titty Booty palette is much easier to work with. Like, definitely a bit more fail-safe. So let's go in with the OG palette, and we'll plop this right on the outer corner. Okay, again, a very light dip. In fact, I may have actually taken too much. So let's just blend this all around. Yeah, so I kind of prefer the Tati palette so far, but this isn't bad. I would say this is on par with something that you just get at the drugstore for super inexpensive, like a starter palette. Whereas the Tati one, even though I definitely took way too freaking much, it just blends out so nicely. You can tell that it's better quality. Now let's dip into the fake ass orange, and I'm gonna smoke the whole crease line out with that. Just like so. That's really nice. Definitely got rid of everything else that I laid down, but we know she's there at least. She seems to blend out almost immediately. All right, now into the Titty Booty palette with what I'm sure is way too damn much. Why do I keep picking up like half the pan? Okay, we'll plop her right there and just blend her upwards. Hey, I'm being so sloppy today. I don't know why. Oh yeah, that's nicer. It's not really covering up the shadows like it did on this side. It's just kind of adding to the shadow, you know? That doesn't make fucking sense, does it? Like, this orange kind of covered up the other shadow. This orange enhanced the other shadows. Hold on, I'm taking a little bit more of that cream and just blending everything out with that because we are way too muddy. The same thing to the fake side. Here are both eyes. They could be from totally different palettes. Like, I would never know that these are from the same-ish style palette. One is nice, kind of soft glam, and the other one is teetering towards a nighttime look. Both lovely in their own ways. Next, let's start with the shimmers. So we're gonna go into the lightest one right here, and I'm gonna plop that right on the inner corner of the eye. Right about there. Anything? Yes? Very nice. I want a little bit more though. It seems to be laying down marvelously. It's not flying all over the place or going underneath my eyes. Oh, nope, I take that back, but I think I accidentally put that there. Yeah, do you see that little bit of highlight? Next, we're gonna go into the shimmer right next to it, a lovely opulent gold, and I'm gonna plop that right on the inner third. Yeah, bitch. And then finally, we're gonna dip into the glitter that's right above that gold and plop her on the inner third outwards. Oh, queen. That is sticking like fucking heaven. It's not going anywhere except on my eyeball. Look at the shimmer. Oh, I need more. Let's go in for a second layer. Oh gosh, little bits falling out into my mouth. Can I just be like a beauty queen now? Look the hell at that. Really, that is exquisite. I'm not encouraging anyone to get this palette, but if you were to get this palette, only use the glitters. Now let's do the exact same with a real Tati palette, starting with this light shade. We're gonna plop her right on the inner corner. Oh, okay, see, that is very, very good. I dare say like a million times better than the shimmer in that other palette. They're both good, but quality. Because just one dip did way more than both those heavy dips in the other palette. Let's go into the gorgeous gold right next to it, and we will work that from the inner corner to the inner third. Oh, again, quality. That is just remarkable feeling. It's like comparing bananas and avocados. They both kind of feel the same, but they're also totally different. Let's finish up by going into the gorgeous glitter right there, and we will plop her all over the lid, just like we did to the other side. Ooh, see, that is the only thing in these palettes that actually feels the same. I'm going in for a second little dippy dip. Though they feel the same, now that they're on the eyes, they actually don't look the same. Like the fake one is a little bit more copper, and the Tati one is a bit more gold. See how this one's kind of orangey and this one's kind of like white? Both absolutely stunning, and they really complement each other fabulously. Again, if you use this palette, please, for the love of hell, do not use the mattes. Don't breathe anything in. Just depot the glitters and just use those, even though most glitters aren't even safe for the eyes. So who the hell knows if these are? But that to me is the only way I would ever recommend a fake ass, because you can't get the original palette, and the one formula in here does seem almost the exact same, and that's my favorite part about the palette. And for $5 for all those glitters, honey, count me the hell in. So here we are with both our looks. We have the fake ass side, very pretty. Here we have the real side. I think it's a little bit prettier, but that might just be my own application and not the product itself. I know I kind of look ridiculous, but instead of going going in and doing a full look with lashes and all that shit, I actually want to see how much of this glitter lasts throughout the day. And if I'm wearing long lashes, it'll just act like a broom for him. So I'm gonna leave this look exactly how it is. I'm not going in with liner, mascara, nothing. Let's give our under eyes a good bit of a wipe so we have a blank canvas. And just to be fair, I'm gonna give a little squirt of setting spray. All right, we are all dry. Our under eyes are wiped clean. Everything looks splendid. So I will see you in just a second at the end of my day. And we are back. It is the end of my day. My lips are dry. Hold on. Okay, yeah. All right, I'm done for the day. I've had this on for several hours, and to tell you the truth, it doesn't even feel like there's anything on either eye. Like they're not heavy, they're not sore, and I think they look the same. Let's see if there's much fallout. Oh, holy hell, yes. So there's actually a bit of fallout on both sides. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's primarily on the outer edges. There's definitely a good bit right there, and there's definitely a teeny tiny bit right there. Certainly much less on the real Tati Beauty side, and now that I'm looking up close, it's almost like this side is a little bit separated. Like it's not terrible, but it certainly doesn't have the durability of the OG. But really, if I went out in public looking just like this, do you really think anyone would know that these are from two different palettes? I feel like before we applied the glitter, it was totally obvious that these weren't the same, but with it on, they do look similar-ish, right? And I do still think both of them held up pretty well. There really isn't an ass ton of fallout, like enough to make me say fuck all of this, because normally my falsies would have caught this little tiny bit right on the outer corners. So my final verdict, are these palettes the same? Fuck to the no. There's an absolute difference in quality. The Tati one is so richly pigmented, you only need a little bit, and it basically does all the work for you blending wise. The fake one, not so much. It's a little bit ashy. It's not super vibrant, but it is still decent. The shimmers, they were both pretty damn good. I was hella impressed when I put the fake ass one on my eye, like so beautiful. But then when I put the OG titty booty one on, absolute heaven. So creamy and smooth and decadent. You can just tell that they're really good quality. It's not like the fake ones were bad because, as I said before, with shimmers, they're a dime a dozen. But they were just different and you could tell which one was probably made with finer ingredients. And then with the glitter, I like both of them. I really do think the OG titty booty one is the winner for the glitter, but am I probably gonna use the fake ass one as well? Hell to the yes. I think they really complement each other magnificently. They're not the exact same colors. As you can see, one is a little bit more bronzy, one is a little bit more light, and I like that. So now I basically have the fabulous original Tati ones and all these complementary fake ones. I definitely will not be using any of the other shadows in the fake ass palettes, but anytime I want me a glitter, oh honey, I know where to dip my finger. So do I recommend the fake ass palette? Hell to the no, I never do. If you can get your hands on an OG titty booty palette, oh my gosh, do. It is outstanding, darling. But my loves, there you go. Thank you so much for being here. I loved having you. I'm really hesitant to bring the series back. I think this is probably just going to be a special, but if anybody knows of any original palettes that they'd like me to compare to the fake under the microscope, I could do that. That'd be fun. And if you want a little bit more me in your life, head over to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/poplux. You get videos a day early, you get Patreon only content, and best part, it's cheap, fun, and fancy just like me. Don't forget my latest Repop collection is available at repopcosmetics.com and on my YouTube store. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.